Welcome back to Ben's Basics. Today we'll be making Pantry French onion soup. Why make another French onion soup recipe when I already had one? This one's a little different. So here are our ingredients. I saw this in the supermarket and I had to try it. It is pre-caramelized jarred onions. This is why I'm making this. I'm thinking, how can I make French onion soup with just pantry items? For some beefy flavor, some better than bullion beef bullion taste. And yes, I'm going lowbrow Campbell's beef consomme. Now here we have New York Texas toast croutons. It's a bread product with an identity crisis. What is it? We have also sliced Swiss cheese. So only 5 ingredients. Let's see how this turns out. So, like I said, I saw this in the grocery store, these pre-caramelized onions in a jar. And I'm like, how will these taste? They say that it's pre-caramelized in an ale of some sort, so it already has the boozy flavor. It's really packed in there too, so I'm only going to use half this jar here, half the jar. If this works out, maybe I'll use this instead of caramelizing onions. I doubt it, but maybe I will. Alright. Now we're going to open up these Campbell soup, beef consomme using one of these sideways can openers. They work really nicely, but it takes a while to get them started. You have to sort of get them started on a table for the teeth cut in and bite in. And put in a whole can of this beef consomme concentrate. That's something people don't tell you about these things is these are originally supposed to be concentrated. You're supposed to dilute these by half, I think. But just gonna dump the whole thing in there. Yep, away with you. Alright, let's get this started on mid-high. Stir it around, break up those onions, make sure that it's nicely concentrated into the soup. I am not under any assumption this will taste well. Because again, this is purely pantry made. These are all pantry items, all designed to have shelf lives. So I'm imagining that this is going to taste salty as hell. Just a little bit, I'd say quarter of a teaspoon of the beef better than bouillon. Let that boil for about 5 minutes. Alright, that looks good. Now, let's plate up. Alright. Gonna get my regular crock here. And a quarter sheet pan. Just to make sure there's nothing spilling under the broiler. Got the broiler knocked up to 525. Now, I'm gonna pour this in. Make sure I get as many onions as I can in here. Now, this New York Bakery Texas Toast croutons. As I was saying, talk about the bread product with an identity crisis. So it's made in New York with Texas toast, but it thinks it's a French crouton. And, I mean, talk about baked good dysphoria here. Jesus Christ. All right. Now we're going to put the croutons on. These croutons aren't too bad. They smell really nicely, have a nice garlic smell to them. But you have to like stack them in a weird way, and they always get soggy before you finish them. So it's like, are you really saving anything by using these croutons? Oops, lost one there. Yeah, let's go ahead and give that a taste. Oh yeah, tastes nice, but again, a little salty. So we have the consomme chocolate salt. We have the better than bouillon chocolate salt. Now we're putting in the pre-sliced Swiss cheese on top. Again, this whole idea is these are ready-made pantry items, stuff that everyone should have. Well, other than the jarred caramelized onions, but you get my point. This is all supposed to be shelf-stable stuff. So I'm just laying about 5 or 6 sheets of this Swiss cheese on top. Alright, now I'm going to prop this under the broiler for only about 3 to 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. Alright, and here we are. Pantry French onion soup. Alright, let's go ahead and get that onto my hot thing here. Alright, again, no illusions this is going to taste great. We have that beef consomme, we have the better than bouillon, we have the caramelized onions. Yeah, it took only about 5 minutes to make. Alright, here we go, big old spoonful. Probably going to taste like a big old mouthful of salt, and... how about that? It doesn't taste bad. It tastes like French onion soup. Now, my from scratch recipe is, of course, way better, but this is pretty good. Like, I would put this around the level of a chain restaurant's French onion soup. Like, it's not bad. It's, if you're looking for French onion soup and you only have 5 to 10 minutes, this is a totally legitimate way to make it. This is not bad. Wow, this is surprising. Gonna finish this whole bowl. Still very salty though. Like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more.